Hey guys, welcome back to the Wasteland in Fallout 76. This video is going to show you where you can easily find cloth, and the reason why you might want cloth is because when you craft ammo, not only do you need lead and steel, which people often want to know where they can easily get that, but you also need gunpowder, and you can find gunpowder in its complete form just off of certain enemies, especially super mutants. But a while ago, Bethesda released a patch which severely reduced the amount of gunpowder that super mutants drop. And me personally, although I don't have any issues with lead and steel anymore, I do oftentimes find myself needing more gunpowder. So I decided to try to find a way to easily craft gunpowder and to find the components for crafting gunpowder. The two components that you need to craft gunpowder are cloth and acid, and this video is going to focus just on the cloth, and I'm going to be releasing another video on where you can easily find the acid in case you find yourself low on that. Something to keep in mind with this video is that the primary method for farming the cloth that I'm going to show you involves containers, specifically safes. And the unfortunate part right now is that when you loot a container in Fallout 76 on the server, you can't just quit out of that server, join a new server, and expect to have that container full again. So you are limited by kind of an internal timer of the server itself, which is tied to your particular Bethesda account as near as I can tell. And you have to wait for that timer to reset before you can re-loot containers in a world. I'm unsure what the time limit is. I did a little bit of testing the other day, but I wasn't able to find anything that was conclusive, and I did some research online as well, and no one else was able to really give a definitive answer. There's some people who said it was only a couple hours, some people said it was a day, some people said it was a full week until the server reset. Most of the posts and research I found was from November. I wasn't able to find anything that's very recent. So I'm going to try to do some more testing on this. If you guys know of a source that already kind of tested this and knows what the time limit is, go ahead, sound off in the comment section down below, because I'd be curious to know what that is, as well as I'm sure a lot of other people who might be watching this video. With that said though, you can still get a great deal of cloth from this, and the strategy that's employed here can be easily applied somewhere else. I'm showing you a couple locations to do this, but there are a vast amount of other locations, I'm sure, on the map that you can do this. So if you were to kind of add all these together, you could get quite a large number of cloth that should hold you over until that timer resets. At the very least, it's better than nothing. The first part of this strategy involves getting pre-war money, because pre-war money, although it has no value cap-wise, does give you cloth. And if you kind of think back as you've been playing, I'm sure you found that you've come across a great deal of pre-war money if you really think about it. And you probably just figured, oh, this is pretty useless, I don't need it. You may have dropped it. But if you scrap it, you get cloth out of it, and that can be very useful because, like I said, you craft gunpowder with cloth. And one of the best ways I found to obtain pre-war money is by picking safe locks, because each safe can contain, for me it's been usually about from between 12 and 15 pre-war money per safe. So if you can string together a bunch of safes, you can easily get over 100 or 200 things of cloth, and then you can use that to craft your gunpowder. I'm going to show you 3 locations where you can find a fair number of safes easily kind of contained in one area. And as I said before, you can take this strategy, and if you know of locations that have a bunch of safes kind of all in the same area, you can just go and loot those and get pre-war money that way as well. So these are not 3 exclusive locations by any means. They're just 3 locations that I found in my personal, exploration. The first location I want to show you is the new Appalachian Central train yard, which is located just north of the White Springs Resort and south of the Top of the World. It's located a fair distance from Vault 76. Once you're here, there are 4 safes that you're going to want to hit. The first one is just located here in the first room in the train station on the 2nd floor next to a terminal. And the other 3 are located down below in the safe or vault room, whatever you want to call it. There are 3 safes, even though it looks like there's 50 here. There are only 3 that are actually lootable. It's good to check all the containers in the train station, the duffel bag, the desks, etc., because I found that there were stashes of pre-war money kind of scattered about. So in addition to picking the safes, I would also recommend just checking around and making sure you loot everything to see if there are any other instances of pre-war money that you can obtain. The next location I want to show you is the Pleasant Hills Cemetery. This is located to the south in the ash heap, just kind of north of Lewisburg here, which is located south of Charleston and kind of southwest of White Springs. Once here, there are 3 safes that you can loot. 2 of them are on the 2nd level, and the 3rd one is on the lowest level. The cemetery is tiered or stacked into 3 levels, 1 being the highest, then there's a middle level, and then there's the lowest level. 2 of them are on that middle level, and the final one is on the lowest level inside the mausoleum. You're going to see empty safes scattered around, but none of these are lootable. Although there is one safe that spawns a bottle cap stash, so that's always helpful. These safes can also give you pretty good loot, not just pre-war money, they can give you plans as well as weapons. Here I got a auto grenade plan, and I also got a pretty cool Tesla rifle. And the last location I want to show you is the top of the world, and this location actually has the most safes out of all these locations that I've showed you so far, so it's definitely a goodie. Save the best for last. Located northeast of White Springs and southeast of Vault 76. The first safe is located inside the ski lodge, directly below the Raider vendor bot. You do need to progress past a particular quest line in order to access this one, so if you don't have this area unlocked, then just skip this one and go on to the others. The next safe is located a little ways down from the ski lodge, in this building where you have the jukebox on the first floor. It's kind of a bombed out sort of building with holes in the walls and such. The safe is located in the floor. For the next safe, just run down the road a ways so you get to this little kind of restaurant cafeteria type building. The safe is inside in the wall behind the cash register area. If you then go down immediately from that restaurant type area to this little lodge that's kind of separated on its own, there is a safe inside here as well, inside one of the rooms. And then finally, if you come to this portion of the ski lodge, on the 2nd floor there is a wall safe located just over by the bed. Another great way to get cloth is if you come to the Amusement Park, water park located in the Toxic Valley way to the north. The park is a great source for cloth because there are a bunch of these paper containers, food containers, and cups that are scattered around. And if you pick these up and look at them in your junk tab, you'll notice that they actually give you cloth, 1 cloth per item. So all you have to do is go around the amusement park and find and pick up as many of these as you can to get some extra cloth. The thing to keep in mind though is that each of these containers weighs 1 pound for some reason, so you're either going to need a lot of storage space or you're going to get over encumbered, and then you'll just have to run/walk to the nearest crafting table to where you can scrap your junk. Alternatively, you could just move your camp over here and that solves the problem as well. There is a workshop located to the west that you could take over for 25 caps and then just build your own crafting tables. But if you don't have enough caps, just head south towards Clarkston and there are plenty of workbenches there as well. An added benefit of the park and going through and picking up all these cloth containers is that you can pick up a lot of the toys around here as well, because many of the toys have useful junk like screws and lead and plastic as well. Alright, that's going to wrap it up for this one. I apologize for this video being a little bit longer. I tried to condense it down as much as I could, but there just was a lot here and I couldn't really cut it down anymore. As I said before, I am going to be working on another video for acid so that you can have both components for crafting gunpowder, just in case you find yourself short of acid as well. Hope you guys found this helpful and enjoyable. If you did, don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe for more videos. I also have my Twitter handle down there. If you follow me on Twitter, I give more updates on when videos are going to actually be coming out. And you guys can also, of course, tweet me to let me know what type of videos you might like to see as well. Again, thanks for watching, for your support, and I'll see you in the next installment.